What's up everyone and welcome to the club. Today we'll be drawing Way Big from Ben 10. Let's begin today's lesson in the center page at the top edge of the eyes. We're going to leave a large gap in the center. Let's start on the left. We're going to bend this up and then bend that out towards the top of the eye. Let's line at the bottom over on the right and do the same thing, going up and then out. Let's draw the bottom of the eye. Starting back on the left, we're going to come down and then curve that in towards a point and do the exact same thing on the right. Now I want to add a thick trim around the eyes. So we're going to start from the very top, step up, just follow that same curve coming down towards the inside. And we're also going to do the same thing across the bottom. So just tracing the bottom of the eye, coming across, and then in. Let's fill that outside trim in black. Now from the bottom of the eyes, we move out to the side and draw the cheekbones. So let's start on the left side. We bend this in, come down towards the bottom. Same thing on the right. Now I want to pull this down and in towards the chin. So I'm just going to round this out and pull that in towards the center. Up here, I'm going to add a curve going up and then down for the mouth. Step down and add a small curve for the lower lip. Now from here, we're going to curve this up and then in towards the center, leaving a gap in the middle. So we start on the left. It's almost like drawing a large half circle, going up and then in. Let's go over towards the right, go around the eye, and then bring that down. Now from here, we're going to draw that fin coming down the center of the head. So we're going to come down, in towards the middle, towards the point. Now let's add a trim. So we're going to step out from the outside, come in, and then down. Let's continue working our way up towards the top of the fin. So from these 2 points, bend this around and then up toward the center, and come down towards the right. Now let's go back to the bottom of the head. We're going to draw the side of the neck, starting on the left side, bend this down and then out, on both sides, curve this down and then in towards the center of the body. Let's add in the jaw, starting back at the top, come down and in with a straight line, and let's down and in towards the side of the chin. Now let's go to this point here in the center of the body, step down, we're going to draw a circle, going all the way around, and then we'll add that symbol from the top, down and in, and then back out. And then we'll fill that outside area in black. Let's add that detail across the chest. Move over towards the left, curve this around and in towards the middle. Same thing on the right. And then along the bottom, we're going to add a point coming down towards the center. Let's go back up to the top, bend this up and then out across the top of the chest. Bend this around and then down towards the side. Now I'm going to curve this down and then in towards that symbol. Let's go back to the bottom, curve the body, coming down and in towards the hips. On the side of the body, we're going to add 2 curves going up and then in. Let's go back to that center point, step down, add a curve in between the legs. Leave a gap in the center, go to the left side, we're going to bend the leg going out and then down toward the left heel. Move over towards the right, go out and down towards the right heel. Now I want to round out the bottom of the feet. So we're going to start with the left side, coming down and then up. Let's go back to the outside and curve this up and then down toward the heel like a half circle. Now I'm going to go back up to the hips. We're going to draw the outside of the leg and bend this out and then down on top of the feet. Then I'll add that point going across the leg, starting from the outside, bend this up and then in. Bend this down and then in towards the foot. Let's add a thick trim across the heel. So we're going to take this curve, step up, and then trace that across on both sides. And then we're going to fill that sole in black. Now I'm going to go back up to the top and draw on the arms. Let's start from the top of the chest. We're going to bend the arm coming out and then down toward the side. And then from the wrist, draw a half circle for the thumb. Close off the end with a bracket. Now I'm going to add 3 fingers on either side. So let's start from the bottom of the thumb, curl this around and up around that bracket. Step down, add another curve. Now the third curve, we're going to go all the way around the outside of the arm and then pull that up. From the top of the arm, draw a straight angled line, coming down and in. And then from here, we're going to bend this out and curve that in towards the wrist. Now we're going to go all the way back up towards the top of the neck. We're going to curve the arm. It's going out and then down. Let's add that detail across the shoulder. From this point, curve this down and out. And this out and then up. Let's separate the bicep with the forearm. So we're going to start on the inside of the arm at the very top, and this down and out, and this out and then up with a short curve. Now let's separate the cuff. We're going to start from the thumb, going down and then up towards the outside. We're going to trace that along the top, and then we'll fill that trim in black. And we'll sign our art and add a splash of color, and that's pretty much it. That's how to draw way big from Ben 10. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please be sure to subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single week. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.